My name is Roshnii. I'm originally from London. I was born there and then I moved to Pittsburgh when I was 13 with my family, and then now I'm based in Pittsburgh. Yeah, this song is inspired by a time where I met someone who I was honestly just mesmerized by them. I was just completely in awe, and it wasn't really a feeling I'd experienced before. So that day, I just immediately went home and started writing this song. I wanted to process my emotions and just figure out I felt like I was losing my mind in some ways. So yeah, that's where the song came from. It would be the lyric in the chorus where I say, "You've got me in a trance, but I'll have to take a chance of falling even more for you. That'll have to do." And so the reason I like that line is because it's obviously capturing that feeling of kind of being under a spell of someone, kind of that in love feeling. But then the last part of "that'll have to do" is kind of like you're being snapped back to reality, where I'm realizing like maybe this won't be a thing that I can do anything about, or it's kind of the idea of someone, it's not something I can actually have. And then later on at the end of the song, I changed the words to "it's what I want to do" instead of "that I'll have to do." And so it's kind of me accepting the fact that I can't do anything about it, but I can kind of just enjoy this experience of just admiring someone and just admiring that beautiful connection you can have with someone. I'd say soulful longing. Those are the two words I'd use. So the bigger theme of my music, I'd say, is really just trying to express and process raw emotion. The first song I ever wrote was to process grief. So my music kind of is a broad range of very personal, vulnerable things. And so this song is an example of that. You know, it's that feeling of being in love with someone and that anxiety, the infatuation, the longing, the pain, all of those things mixed together. And I think the overall theme is that I want people to relate to my music with those very specific human emotions that are really complicated, but I think the best way to express them is through music. I hope people feel moved by this track. I hope that it evokes that kind of sensation that I talked about earlier, that euphoria feeling, but then also that intense anxiety, painful, aching feeling that kind of intertwines with that euphoria. That, you know, it's kind of that feeling of losing your mind where you don't know what to do with your emotions, but it really just is overwhelming in some ways. But I hope people ultimately feel moved by the song. Thank you.